Isolated showers are possible today according to the TCI Med service, so bring your umbrellas. I am Dana Malcolm. This is your morning edition of Top Stories for Thursday, November 16th. Coming up, the news that matters most.
Get armed with an alarm system from Spence Security. What if you didn't wait until your home was invaded, your family threatened, or left to the mercy of a gun-carrying intruder? What if you didn't wait for someone to enter your business and put your staff and customers at risk? And what if you made your home less attractive to burglaries and trespassers? With alarm systems starting at $499.99, Spence Security can get you armed with cameras, panic buttons, emergency notifications, and best of all, Spence Security installs low monthly monitoring from $79.99 when you sign up for 1 year. Conditions apply, so contact Spence Security today. Dependable, professional, service you can trust. That's Spence Security.
The government is calling all residents to a series of important meetings regarding their eligibility for amnesty under the Crown Land Amnesty Ordinance. 3 events are scheduled. A Providenciales meeting at 6 Parade Avenue on December 1st at 10 a.m. Grand Turk in the gazebo facing the Lands Division Office, December 6th, and the District Commissioner's Office in Bottle Creek, North Caicos on December 8th, all at 10 a.m. The amnesty bill was passed in the House of Assembly in February this year and allows for outstanding rent forgiveness, write-offs, and 2-year rent payment amnesties. The Turks and Caicos celebrated Remembrance Day on November 12th with wreaths placed in Grand Turk and Providenciales, as well as church services. The event, held across the Commonwealth, is in observance of the lives lost during World Wars I and II. In the Turks and Caicos, it was attended by Governor Delaney Daniel Selvaratnam, Deputy Governor Anya Williams, Minister of Home Affairs Otis Morris, and other senior police personnel and government ministers. Magnetic Media is your news leader.
The National Health Insurance Plan has over 37,000 contributors.
That's 37,000 of us working together to take care of one another.
Your contribution ensures my wife and unborn child gets the prenatal care they deserve.
Your contribution helps me to afford my medication.
Your contribution has helped my loved one receive treatment during their untimely emergency.
Your contribution gives my family peace of mind. So thank you
for your contribution.
This message has been brought to you by the National Health Insurance Board, building a healthy nation, one person at a time.
Ettienne Dorr has been found guilty on firearm and ammunition charges following his trial before a jury in the Grand Turk Supreme Court. Dorr had tried to pin the gun on a former guest of his home, but forensic evidence revealed his DNA on the unregistered weapon. A new Reuters report indicates a Qatari hostage deal between Israel and Hamas militants could free around 50 hostages and ensure a 3-day ceasefire is in progress. Reuters says Hamas has agreed to the deal, but Israel is still negotiating. The U.S. also says it's working on a deal. Premier Washington Misick has met with the UK Labour Party during his time in London, attending the Joint Ministerial Council in an attempt to ensure that the TCI's issues are front of mind after the next election, regardless of who wins control of UK Parliament. He spoke with shadow ministers for defence and the overseas territories on November 14th. The power of attraction. Magnetic Media.
Download the DDME Alert app and get your hurricane preparedness plan started. From weather alerts, volunteer opportunities, lists of emergency shelters, access to damage reports, and the app can help you build a plan of your own, plus so much more. It's free from your Turks and Caicos DDME. Visit your app store and pledge to prepare.
Families of Hamas-held hostages and thousands of other supporters of Israel gathered at the U.S. National Mall in Washington on Tuesday to show support to the U.S.-backed country in its war against Hamas militants. Around 1,200 Israeli citizens were killed in the October 7 Hamas attack. Around 11,000 Palestinian civilians and militants have been killed in the resulting war since. That is according to the health ministry in Gaza. Though there are a suite of changes that overseas territories are arguing for at the Joint Ministerial Council meeting with the UK, there's one mission considered the most important. Premier Washington Misick explains.
The main topic on the agenda for JMC, which is the sort of a joint declaration in terms of the future relationship between the United Kingdom and the overseas territories.
The document has 23 items which were assessed line by line on Wednesday with the hope of a tentative deal signing during this trip. Mizik was speaking at the JMC Journal on RTC FM on Tuesday. Colin Delancey of The Bite walked free of armed burglary charges because his alleged victims have left the Turks and Caicos and showed unwillingness to testify in the case. Delancey was accused of threatening a family in their home with a firearm in summer 2022. The family has since moved to the United Kingdom. All charges were dropped. For weather in the Turks and Caicos, it is going to be 84 degrees today, partly cloudy, and isolated showers are possible. For tonight, 81 degrees is the lowest it will get. It's going to be partly cloudy with isolated showers possible. A small craft caution is in effect. That is it for this edition of the news. Thank you for joining us. Top Stories in 5 is a Magnetic Media production.